Hey, so, as you can see on this episode of DanPlays, we're playing Ghostbusters 2. Now, of course, we're actually doing the Three Stooges, which is a game that, I would say has kind of a mixed reputation. And frankly, I think your enjoyment of the game probably is directly proportional to how much you like the Three Stooges. So I will say in advance, I like this game. I'm a huge Stooge fan. I have been since I was a kid. This is flawed for sure, but I think the heart's in the right place. It's actually like the 2012 Farrelly Brothers Three Stooges movie in that way. Not perfect, but the heart's in the right place. It's a nice tribute. So, yeah, I thought this would be a fun one to bring out. The NES version of this is not the original, of course. It was originally a PC game by CinemaWare. It was released on the NES. And later, a sort of enhanced version of it was released, of all things, on the Game Boy Advance and the PlayStation 1. And I think they're both the same version. Basically, they just add a couple of extra jobs, which are basically just reskins of jobs already in the game. So, frankly, I fail to see the point. In that later version, there's a pizza throwing game, which is just the pie throwing game repeated. And ditto the supermarket one, which is just the doctor game reskin. So I don't really know why they did that. But yeah, the NES version, most of the graphics look pretty good in this. There's some nice close-up shots. You just saw the title screen, of course. And there's a few nice close-ups, like Larry holding the violin in the boxing minigame, that look really nice. They look like essentially digitized versions of actual photos, at least with the title screen. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. The sound, the music it gets repetitive, but I think this probably has the best use of voice clips of any NES game. It has a huge number of voice clips, and they all sound good. They're all taken directly from the Stooges shorts. And of course, there is that famous gag at the beginning with the Ghostbusters 2 title screen, which carried over from the other version, the PC version, but in that it was actually Defender of the Crown's title screen that comes up, which was another CinemaWare game. The NES version was published by Activision, who also had the rights to Ghostbusters, so I guess they figured they'd throw an even bigger franchise into things here. So yeah, memorable opening for sure. I actually don't know offhand what the title screen gag in the GBA/PS1 version is. I'll have to check. I do have both of those. It's Three Stooges, so I bought it. It might just be Defender of the Crown again, which was probably even less relevant by the time the Game Boy Advance and PlayStation 1 versions came out, because I'm sure plenty of people forgot Defender of the Crown by that point, or never knew it existed to begin with. So anyway, to get the best ending in this game, you have to collect $20,000, which allows not only the orphanage to be saved, but also the Stooges to marry the three daughters of the orphanage's owner, Ma, which is a gag taken from, I think they did that a couple times in the shorts. Oily to Bed, Oily to Rise comes to mind. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, saving the orphanage, that was actually the plot of that Farrelly Brothers movie, wasn't it? Yeah, that 2012 movie, I was prepared to hate that. I kind of rented it just to hate watch it. And it was actually pretty good, I thought. I mean, the impression those guys did of the Stooges in that was fantastic. It's by far the best impersonation of the Stooges I've ever seen. And it kind of suffered from the same thing that the real Stooges suffered from when they did full-length movies. Their energy just didn't quite sustain that long. And of course, most of their movies were with Curly Joe, which, I mean, your mileage may vary there anyway, but they did do Rockin' in the Rockies with Curly, the original Curly, and it was the same thing. Their energy was really suited to those 20-minute shorts, and couldn't really sustain a full-length feature film. So I think the Farrelly Brothers movie kind of had that same thing going for it. Maybe if it had been like 3 smaller stories, like basically 3 shorts put together with those guys doing the impersonation of the Stooges, that would have been better, I think. But it was what it was. The heart was in the right place. It was a nice tribute. So yeah, I actually did like that movie. Just like I like this game despite its flaws. So anyway, let's get into it. Here's a little story part that you've probably seen a couple times already. So again, we have to raise enough money to save the orphanage, which I think 5,000 saves it, 10,000 saves it and gets renovations, and $20,000 gets, again, that best ending. So here we go. Alright, so we got the boxing minigame first. I think everybody really kind of wanted to play the boxing part of this. This is first from Punch Drunks, which is the second Columbia short the Stooges did in 1934. Some consider it their first short because Woman Haters, the actual first one, was very different. It was actually a musical. And Punch Drunks was more kind of what you expect from the Stooges. I believe it's the only one the Stooges actually had a writing credit on also. So yeah, here's that nice image of Larry with the broken violin. And as far as running, there is a sweet spot here. I haven't played this in a while, so it might take a minute to find it. But yeah, there's kind of a sweet spot where you can avoid the boxes in the background and the poles in the foreground. I'm still tripping over stuff, obviously. But yeah, I think I found that. You only have to like push down, like tap down to avoid the ladder here. And then you can tap up again to avoid everything else. I think you have to be going faster to avoid the 2 obstacles at once. Alright, so we got the radio. Oh, I thought I had that. I mean, I guess on one hand I get why the GBA version would have a couple extra events in it, because this does get a little repetitive towards the end of the game, but just reskinning things that were already there I don't think was the way to go about that. Ooh, I'm doing bad. I should still get there before the end of the round, but... yeah, there we go. I think on that one you get more money if you do it faster too. Alright, so... do the doctor's one. This is based on Men in Black, which was, I believe, their 3rd short after Punch Drunks and Woman Haters. Also the only Stooges short that was nominated for an Oscar. In the Best Short Subject category. Didn't win, but it was nominated, and I think this one, or maybe it is Punch Drunks, is also the only Stooges film in the National Film Registry. Anyway, this is based on the scene in Men in Black where they've had a running gag where they go into a closet so they can get different means of conveyance to get down the hall quickly when they're called. And it ends with them getting like 3 miniature cars that they drive through the halls. It's like a 1-minute gag, basically, in total, but it got the whole mini game. You get more points if you collect the crosses that the doctor ahead of you is dropping. And of course, you get even more money if you get to the end of the hall, which is not guaranteed, but we should be fine time-wise. I think you have a full minute that you start with. And here we go. Alright, so what's next? We want the free money space, for sure. Then we should do trivia. The cracker eating contest, you can actually get a lot of money from that, but we're going to want to do the slapping contest just to slow the hand down, too. Alright, so the free money's random, I believe, but Hey, everything helps. So we'll try to get, yeah, trivia. Answer the following questions and win 200 for each. Which Stooge was considered the crybaby of the group? Oh, I picked Mo, didn't I? I had to say Curly. In what city was rediscovered by Mo? I want to say Chicago, actually. Yeah.
Congratulations!
Some of these are pretty tough trivia questions, too. You need to know your Stooge stuff. I did mean to say Curly on the last one. I just picked the wrong option. In what year did Curly start performing as a Stooge? That would be 32, because Curly was not the original third Stooge when they were with Ted Healy. Originally, Shemp was the third Stooge. Shemp left to, I believe, join the Army, and Curly replaced him for the last maybe one or two shorts that Ted Healy and the Three Stooges did for MGM. And then, of course, much later, after they were at Columbia, when Curly had a stroke and was debilitated, then Shemp came back as the third Stooge. But a lot of people don't know that. Shemp was actually the original third Stooge, not Curly. Anyway. So 400 for 2 correct answers. That's alright. I think there's another trivia space up there, too. But we'll do the slapping contest first. The point of this is where you just slap around Curly and Larry. You don't get any money for it, but the point of it is to slow down the hand on the selection screen, which is pretty helpful. And I mean, this is kind of the part we all wanted from a Stooges game anyway. The voices are really good at this. Like, they sound really clear for an NES game. Yeah, slow it down a little. Alright, we'll do the other trivia. I don't know how many questions there are. Pretty good amount, I think. Alright, which Stooge had Norman Moore as a son-in-law? Norman Moore, actually, his production company gained the rights to the Stooges. He was Moe's son-in-law.
Congratulations!
Which Stooge enjoyed making hooked rugs? That I don't know, but that sounds like maybe a Larry kind of thing. Or Mo. Yeah, it could be Mo. Yeah. Probably Mo. Oh, that's the same question, so we do have a repeat already. I guess it's Larry. Let's do the waiters. Honestly, the waiters. This is the pie throwing event. I never was able to get the controls for this down. I always just mash buttons. But sometimes it works. Sometimes you luck out and get Sometimes you luck out and get a decent amount of money from it. Just mashing buttons like I do. You heard him, fellas. Let him have it. Yeah, I'm literally just rocking my thumbs back and forth across the D-pad and the buttons. And I'm doing worse than I usually do on this, but even so, I never was able to really get the controls down for it. Alright, let's do the cracker eating, since we haven't yet, and again, you can actually get a lot of money from this. So to $50 per, or sorry, $10 per cracker, $50 per finished bowl. When it gets late in the contest, there's one cracker per bowl, so if you can catch that one cracker, you get $60 automatically there. And this is, of course, from the oyster scene, the oyster soup scene from Dutiful But Dumb. That's why Curly's wearing the Foreign Legion hat there. Ah, thought I had that one. Oh, I had that one. Yeah, see, we have two there. There's, I think, going to be just one cracker per bowl after this point. So yeah, you can get actually potentially a lot of money from the cracker contest. Down at the bottom, there it is. There is it. There it is. Oh no, I missed it. Oh well. $750, that's pretty good for one day. Alright, so I think there's a free money space up there. Let's get that. It's 30 days total, by the way. Yeah, a month. Nice. $750 from the free money. Slow down the hand again. Alright, so we have 2 cracker contests and a trivia coming up, so we'll try to get all 3 of those.
You imbeciles! See that? Oh! You idiot! Oh! No! Oh! No! Oh! 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 You idiot! See that? Oh! See that? Oh!
Only slowed it down a little. Oh well. Alright, so we got cracker contest here. Doing pretty good here. Try to get at least 2 in that. Never mind, I got 1. Alright, so now we're down to 1 cracker per bowl. Oh no, I missed it. Damn it. Oh. 410. Stooges' last film with Ted Healy was, I think Hollywood Party? Yeah.
Congratulations!
What year did Curly start performing as a student? So I guess there's not that many questions since we are getting repeats.
Congratulations!
That could have been improved. Which student was seldom on time for appointments? Larry was notorious for that.
Congratulations!
So I've read. There's a mousetrap. I was going for the cracker contest. Jumped the gun. Basically, the mousetraps are... It's kind of like lives, basically. If you clip all 4 fingers on the mousetraps, you lose. The game ends automatically then. If you already have enough money, it's a good way to end the game early. If you have, you know, over 20,000. But, we don't want that to happen yet, obviously. You know, Oyster didn't even have time to come up on that one. Is it? Ah, I missed it. Should be getting close to 5,000 at least here. Yeah. Let's do doctors. The safe is a gamble, I think. Or is that one free money too? We'll get the safe and see what it does. There's one that's either like a chance, either you lose money or get money. I thought that was the safe, but maybe not. I think it is, actually. I think it's either you have to pay for the safe or you get the money out of it. So, yeah, actually, let's avoid the safe space and get the free money one. Yeah, if you follow directly behind the doctor, you miss pretty much all the patients, all the obstacles. But it does make it a little harder to collect the red crosses, which I guess are medical supplies that he's dropping. The title Men in Black, by the way, for the Stooges, that came from, actually, Clark Gable, I believe, was in it, basically a hospital drama that came out a year or two before the Stooges short, and it was called Men in White. So, the Stooges movie was Men in Black, as like a parody. Yeah, that's pretty good for the doctor part, 740. Free money. Or is it the question mark? You know what, I'm gonna get the next safe space just to see what happens. 750, nice. Thank you, boys, for returning the money you found when our safe fell on Curly's head. For your honesty, here is $500 reward. V Ketchum security. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's get that free money space. $400. So, how close are we to 10? More free money. What year did Curly stop performing as a Stooge? That was, 46. 55 was the year Shemp stopped performing as a Stooge. He passed away, actually. So yeah, 46.
Congratulations!
What year did the Stooges first appear on television? It's got to be 50. Oh, ooh. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean the year they first ran the shorts on TV. It's just the year that they first appeared as an act on TV. And there was actually a pilot they did with Curly. It's on YouTube. I don't know if it's on any DVDs or anything, but it is on YouTube. There was like a pilot for a show that they taped, I think, in the late 40s. For, I want to say, ABC. It wasn't picked up, but yeah, it's kind of worth checking out. It's not great, but it's kind of a curiosity. It's nowhere near as good as their shorts. But, yeah, it's probably 47.
Congratulations.
Nice. Which Stooge was a lifeguard as a teenager? I think that was Mo, because I recall pictures of, or at least a photo of him as a lifeguard in the Three Stooges scrapbook, which is kind of a classic Stooge text. His daughter co-wrote that book, along with 2 others. Just do the waiters and then get the free money. So we're on track to at least get a good ending, if not the best ending. Yeah, I'm just... like, I'm trying to do the actual controls that the manual tells you at this point. I'm still not good at the waiters one. I don't know if it's just me or if it really is just bad controls. I want to say the latter, but it could be my fault. Ooh, damn it. Now the hand's moving too fast. I need to do the slapping contest. Yeah, that hand pointing, that's just basically just waste your day. You also don't get money for the slapping contest, so in a way that's a waste of a day too, but... Alright, so we can do trivia and the doctors to hopefully make up for the shortfall here.
You imbecile, say that? No! Oh! You missed me! Oh! No! Oh! Oh! You idiot! You missed me! You missed me! No! Oh! No! Oh! Oh! You idiot! Say that? Oh! 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 You idiot! You missed me! No! Oh! Oh!
Alright, so we got it nice and slowed down. Alright, trivia again. The banker space you'll lose money for sure. I fleece him, he'd probably be played by Vernon Dent, right? We saw this one already.
Congratulations!
Guess it's Mo. What was the name of the hospital in Men in Black? It was the Los Arms Hospital.
Congratulations!
We'll do the boxing one again, too. I guess the path of the supplies, the Red Crosses, is somewhat randomized. So I'm getting a fair number of them this time. Yeah, really just following the doctor's movements is the key to not crashing into anything, which I didn't quite line it up on that one, but you get the idea. There's the end. So we're getting close to the 10,000 mark. Alright. Want to do the boxing again? I don't know. Excuse me. So yeah, we should at least get a decent ending, if not the best one. Larry's first name was Lewis.
Congratulations!
The year was Curly born. He was the youngest of the brothers. Well, Shemp and Curly were brothers, of course. So he was probably born 19... yeah. I should have said 1903. That was dumb. What year did Mo quit performing as a Stooge? 1969, because they were considering actually going even after Larry passed. There were, in the 70s, there was consideration of keeping the act going with Mo and Curly Joe and Emil Sitka filling in for Larry. I think the only thing from that survived, that not even survived, but just got off the ground, was a couple of publicity photos with the Mo, Emil Sitka, Curly Joe lineup. But yeah, I mean, that was something that was considered, indeed. Alright, so free money space. We'll try to do doctors and crackers first. I just took the pies this time to see what the pie fighting. What this should have been. There should have been it should have been like a shooting gallery type game, like not necessarily using the zapper or anything, but I mean, put a target reticule on the screen, and have it be first person, and have the rich folk like pop up from behind the scenery, and you try to throw pies at them with the reticle. That would have been better, I think. Certainly better controlling. Yeah, I think the only penalty for hitting the patients in this is just lost time, because you have to speed back up. I think the base pay for this just comes from how many seconds you have left on your timer, and then you get extra for however many red crosses you pick up. I'm also convinced by the animation in this one. Not one of the better animated parts of the game, I don't think. Alright, let's do the crackers. Do the crackers, the boxing, free money. We should probably do the slapping contest again, although we are running a little short on time. I don't think we're going to get the best ending here. I have gotten it, but yeah, I don't think this time. Oh, I swung my spoon too wildly. I got it back under control. Where is it? There it is. Ah. That was the key to getting the best ending, I think. Just getting just kind of keeping the cracker eating contest going as long as possible. 1,000. Nice. That's helpful. that doesn't even advance the, I actually think that, the mousetrap, if you hit the mousetrap, it should have advanced afterwards. I think that would have improved the game a bit, too. When Larry's violin is broken and punch drunk, he gets first a radio, then when he gets the radio back to the boxing arena, basically just as he gets back, the song ends, so Mo smashes the little radio over his head, and then Larry goes back out again, and he finds like I think it was a truck in a parade that was playing. It was either a parade or it was like a politician's campaign truck, but it had loudspeakers playing Pop Goes the Weasel, so he steals that and like drives that into the arena, like Steve Austin in a monster truck or something. And of course, hearing Pop Goes the Weasel from that, then Larry goes nuts, wins the match, and then like punches everybody else out. It's the same thing they actually did in the wrestling short, the Grips, Grunts, and Groans, where at the end, Curly goes nuts and beats everybody up. Anyway, radio is what they're looking for here. Curly stopped performing as a Stooge. We didn't know that already.
Congratulations!
Which Stooge was selling on it? We did this already too. That's Larry.
Congratulations!
Let's see if we can get the crackers. There we go. See, I think, is it 30 days or 31 days? Either way, we only have 1 day. We don't have much time left. There is a free money space on the board, so we can probably get that at least. One last cracker eating contest here. Screw that bowl up. The 3 ain't bad there. Alright, so this will probably be 2 crackers here. Now we'll have 1 cracker bowls. Which again, if you can keep it going, this is $60 per bowl. So potentially you can clean up on the cracker contest if you just are fast enough. Bottom. Oh yeah, we got this. Where is it? There it is. Ah. Still pretty good. Get the free money. And possibly our last turn here. If we get 1 more day, we could do 1 more cracker contest, though. Another 1,000. That's helpful. Alright. So I think this is the second best ending. 13,660 has saved the children's home. We paid the rent we owed and repaired the house with the money we had left over. So yeah, there you have it. Again, the best ending, which you need, I'm pretty sure 20,000 for the Stooges that marry Ma's daughters. So anyway, there you have it. There's the Three Stooges on the NES. Far from a perfect game, but I love the Stooges. And to me, I can kind of look past this game's flaws. It's not one I play often, but every once in a while, you know, it's one I pull out and give a playthrough to. So maybe next time we'll get that best ending again. Something to aim for anyway. Alright, so for now, this has been DanPlays. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll have some other games from various systems coming up. Certainly some more NES, but we'll do some other stuff too. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything I'm thinking of, but yeah, we'll have some good stuff. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button, check it out. We'll see you again.